stress on me. Mental progression is making me push away those who care for me. You came in my life and then I realized there's more in this life to see. I know I'm broke, make me whole. Yeah. I know I'm broke, make me whole.
I need to feel love now. I need to feel love now. Need to feel love. What does it feel like to feel your love? I need to feel love now. Feel love. What does it feel like to feel your love? Come on and show me. Come on and show me. Come on and show me. Let your light hold me. Come on and show me.
Yo, what up, Jake Spade, Zao? Welcome to the chat. It's nice to have you. If you want to submit, don't go to the Discord, but submit here in the Nero form, which is linked in the chat. If you want to skip the queue, there's also instructions on how you can join our paid skip queue and guarantee you get played on stream today. It is totally up to you if you decide to do that. If you don't, that's also fine. We're here. We're live from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be listening to your music, playlisting songs of following artists as well. If you want to send you music in, like I said, it's always free for you to submit. All you have to do is go to Nero.fam/KayvanMD. We're live right now on Twitch and on YouTube. Got a couple songs in the queue right now. Ooh, I gotta do something to work. What's up? If you're with us in the chat, we're live on Twitch and YouTube as well. If you want to come join us or send some music in, all you have to do is go to Nero.fam/KayvanMD. We're going to get started here very shortly. If you are in the chat, you want to submit your music, make sure you just go over to Nero.fan and submit your music for free. We'll be live for the next 2 hours listening to your music, giving feedback as a community. We've got a nice little queue. We got like 4 songs in the queue right now, but if you want to guarantee your song gets played on stream today, the best thing you can do is just join our paid skip queue. Some weird stuff going on my YouTube right now. If anybody's on YouTube, let me know if this is working for you. That'd be great. I know I'm a little late starting, but we're gonna get started here very shortly. What up? If you're with us in the chat, happy Thursday. Ooh. If you're with us on TikTok, just go to Nero.fam/KayvanMD to submit your music for free. We're going to be listening to music, giving feedback for the next 2 hours. So I want to hear your music. It doesn't matter the genre. It doesn't matter if it's out yet. If you're in the chat here, feel free to send it to somebody that you're friends with who's also an artist as well. If you want to skip the queue and guarantee you get played on stream today, you can. Ken, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Submit your music. We're going to get started here very shortly. If you want to skip the queue, you can. That will guarantee you get played on stream today. All right, well, we're good. We're good. Michael, welcome to the chat on YouTube as well. It's great to have you. If you are in here, make sure you submit your music. I know we're starting just a little bit late today, but, you know, it's been a busy day at work. It's just like that some days. We will be listening to any music, giving feedback. It is always free for you to submit. We do have a paid skip queue if you want to guarantee that you get played on stream today as well, which is... What do you mean by that, Sad Boy Slim? What is it? I saw that, but I'm curious. What do you mean by that? If you're in the chat, submit your music. It's free, all right? I'm gonna give you the whole rundown of who I am and what I do, but just know I've been working in the music industry for over 12 years now, in a bunch of different areas. I've worked in media. I've worked in distribution. I've been an artist manager. I'm a producer. I write music. I do all kinds of stuff. So if you want to send some music in, you want to get hood, you want to get playlisted, you want to get supported through content, stuff like that, this is a platform for you to get support. We don't charge for support. I don't even charge for submissions. So you can submit your music for free whenever you want. If we have like kind of a dead chat tonight, we might end the stream early. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But while we get into it, we don't have the biggest queue today. So today is a great time for you to send in your music if you have not. I'm not asking anybody, to be honest with you. I also wanted to call out the fact that you've DM'd me 5 times in the last 3 days. I just wanted to draw attention to that fact. That's a lot of DMs, bro. If you're in the chat, make sure you submit your music. If you want to skip the queue, make sure you hit !skip. That's going to explain how the skip queue works. If you are in TikTok and you're watching from there, just make sure you go to Nero.fm/KayvanMD to submit your music. King Arthur, what's up? How are you? If you're in the chat, let us know how your week's been so far. What are you excited about? We got a lot of new music that's dropping this week. Is there anything that stands out to you? Let us know in the chat. What will you be listening to tonight? Again, if you're in the chat, Nero.fam/KayvanMD to submit your music. If you want to guarantee you get played on stream today, you can do that as well. All you have to do is go to Nero.fam/KayvanMD and join our paid skip queue. It's totally up to you if you want to do that, but we have tried to make it cheaper than everybody else because we're here for you guys first and foremost. I'm not really pressed about the money part, but if you do want to do it, it's up to you. New Porches album from last week was wild. I'll have to check that out. I don't know that I listened to it. Which song was a standout to you? Which one should we start with? Let us know in the chat. Michael Paglioli. Am I saying that? Intentionally taking it back to basics /lo-fi. Fairy Bay, welcome to the chat. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a good week so far. If you are in here and you want to submit some music, like I said, it is free for you to submit. All you have to do is hit !submit to submit via Nero. If you want to skip the queue, you can. Tell Jolie is the song that Michael thinks we should start with on the Porches album that just came out. Lyrical Bees was good. Welcome back to the chat. It's good to see you. We're going to get into these songs in a minute. I'm going to crack this fresh, tiny ginger ale first. Take a couple seconds. Tell Jolie is... Pajoli, not Tell Jolie, right? Everyone, oh, okay, my bad, I got that wrong. Week's been amazing. Ready to grow and expand with music and all other endeavors. Let me know if any beats you produce will be a good fit for me after listening to mine. I don't make beats as much these days, but if I think of anything, I'll definitely let you know. If you are in the chat, you want to submit your music, make sure you do it as soon as possible so we can get into your songs. For everybody who is just joining us, my name's Kayvan. I'm currently the Senior Director of Artist Relations at even.biz. If you haven't checked it out, you definitely should. I posted a video today about direct-to-fan strategy and why you should be thinking about that as an artist. That is something I literally believe so much that I went and took a job in that space. So if you are interested in it, make sure you go check it out. But in the meantime, I've also worked 9 years at Genius on the content side of things, branded content, live events. I also ran a distro company for 3.5 years, which generated over 100 million streams for independent and emerging artists without any money spent on marketing efforts. Just literally hard work and signing great songs and great artists. I also have a bunch of playlists that I work on and a platform called Kayvan's House, which I have been building to support independent and emerging artists through content, playlists, all kinds of other things. You can go over there and check some of the content out if you want to. We have a new Songs from the Comments video that went up recently, which you can submit your songs in the comments. I do listen to every single one of these myself. We have our At Home with Interview series, which also has an accompanying playlist where you can listen to the songs from the artists that we're interviewing as well and get to know them a little bit better. I am highlighting artists that I really fuck with. You'll see more of these videos go up soon. I just dropped this one today, which is just a little bit more advice for independent artists thinking about the ways that they can engage with their fans and just grow and develop their audience, right? So go check that out if you want to learn a little bit more. If you have questions, feel free to ask. We also have our new music through this playlist, which updates every single weekend with new releases from our community and rising artists we can't get enough of, as well as playlists for the songs we find here on live stream and some other ones like the POV You Need to Break Something playlist for the hardcore and metal fans as well. So we got a lot of stuff we're doing here. Really just trying to get you guys to discover new music with me, find new music, and fall in love with new artists. Not the Applebee's all you can eat for $15.99 soon. Not Applebee's. One of my best friends worked at Applebee's for a while. We don't have any love for Applebee's at all. If you want to submit your music, like I said, just go to nero.fam/KayvanMD, especially if you're on TikTok, and submit your music there. It is free for you to submit always. We do have a paid skip queue if you want to guarantee you get played on stream today. That is a guarantee you will get played in entirety at some point during the stream. Every 5 paid skips, we do a free skip at random from the submission form. So just know, regardless of how many paid skips we do, we will be doing free skips throughout the stream as well. If we get more, sometimes that's a little bit less. If we get less, sometimes that's a little bit more. But the goal is to listen to as many songs as possible while we're here and give feedback in a respectful and constructive manner. So if you are in the chat and you hear something you like, tell us you like it. Tell us what you like about it. If you hear something that could improve, please focus on what could be better and how those artists can improve from release to release. We're here to help and encourage, you know what I mean? We're not here to be dickheads about it. So, even if something feels like it's not quite there yet, let's just keep in mind everyone starts somewhere and try and help these artists grow and develop, okay? Dropping Wednesday, you think I should submit on Monday or today for the clip? It's totally up to you, whichever one you want to do. It literally does not make a difference to me at all if you submit it on Monday or today. Either way, we're going to listen to it and let you know what we think. So feel free to do whatever you want. We got about 20 in the queue right now. Like I said, we're not going to play every single song from the queue today. So even if you hop in and you're like, oh, there's a lot of submissions in here, that does not mean that we will not get to your music. We're going to try and get to as many as we can during the stream today, all right? But if you are here and you want to guarantee you get played on stream, or if you have some sort of time limit in which you need to get played, I would definitely recommend doing the paid skip queue. If you don't, go follow us on Kayvan's house as well. But let's get into it. I don't want to waste everybody's time here. I know I started about 10 minutes late, so let's get into some songs, man. I found a lot of good music this week, too, just for what it's worth. I'm working on my new Discover Monthly playlist update, and there's definitely some really, really good songs in here I'm excited to share with you guys. I'm still working on the sequencing of it, and I still got to cut a couple more songs. I'm at 42 right now. I'm trying to get down to 30. But a couple of the highlights that I'm excited about right now, definitely this one from Page 4 called First Train to Paris, which is feeling really good. New Job's been fire, bro. Very busy. Connecting with a lot of different artists. Have supported a couple artists from this community who have dropped by even as well recently. Shout out KO. And it's been sick. I mean, honestly, for those of you who don't know what it is, I guess I can do this real quick. I would definitely recommend going to check this out. It is a marketplace for fans to be able to sell their music and content directly to artists. A lot of this stuff that you're seeing highlighted here is stuff that I found on the back end or that we found looking through projects as well. But I think a great example of one, just to get started, I've been doing this all day, so this is top of mind. We had an artist called Hillary drop a single. So this is just a single specifically. She's already made $1,900 off the single from fans. And what's really cool about this is you can see, I think she set a minimum price for this one for like $7.99 for a single. There's 3 different layers to it. You got a single, the instrumental, freestyle voice note, and then the demo. A couple access points like a Mac photo booth recording of her performing the song. And then also some BTS video. But you can see her fans have spent like $220, $150, $100, $100, all the way top 10, $50, right? So fans are spending way more than artists are asking for on music just because they want to support their artists. So look, I think this is one of the things I was talking about today with just direct-to-fan strategy as you're releasing new music. It's something to really be thinking about. This song is called First Train to Paris. It's by an artist named Page 4. And it's really tough. I like this one a lot. But yeah, work has been amazing. I feel like I know the ins and outs of what I do, and I feel really good about helping artists think about how they monetize from their art this way as well. So for me, I'm really excited about it. I've been having a good time. Another song, Remy. If you've never listened to Remy, amazing artist from the UK. Also very, very good. Definitely worth the listen. This is the top 5 right now. This might change in the next couple of days, but right now this is the top 5. If you couldn't tell, I'm a big R&B fan. It's definitely one of the genres that I find myself listening to a lot. We'll get into your songs in a second. I'm gonna just give you guys a couple more minutes to submit your music if you want to. You might have heard this song before. Arkansas. Producer on this one is Brian Lamar Hart, Remdala, Brandon Blatz, Micah Petit. Could just be the sample. Then there's Marianne Alexander out of India, which I thought was really, really sick.
Let me tell you, babe,
I think she might be from Kerala
when I wake up next to you,
in the south of India, which is like a crazy pull, but
to stay here forever. Cancel all my plans just to stay here forever. April, May, June, and all the way to September.
then we got Maurice Moore with Cruel. It's really dope. Anyway, Devin Tracy, this is the last one I'll share with you guys from this playlist. But this playlist is probably going to update next week. Like I said, I've just got to finalize cutting a few more songs from it, making the assets.
Giving you my time and hours to play. You took my keys just so I could stay.
What's crazy is Divine is on this playlist. Right here. Which is mad funny, King Arthur, that you would bring up Divine. We can find out right now. Same sample. Maybe the same beat. But IDKYA, I don't know you at all. This one is fucking amazing, bro. You'll hear that a lot these days, especially with the splice of it all. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of people who like overlap with the same samples, and that's just kind of what happens these days. But I think that's like the downside of using royalty-free samples, right? Obviously, the obvious upside of using royalty-free samples is you get really high-quality samples that are royalty-free that you can produce around. The downside is you get a lot of people who use the samples in the same way. So I'm always a big proponent of, like, if I'm going to take a sample from Splice, I'm going to chop it up and try to make it different and do what I can to not make it sound exactly the way that it sounds in the pack when you download it for that reason. Because you'll hear a lot of people that just straight boom, boom, put it in the beat, that's all, not really do anything to it. Take a couple drum loops, throw the drum loop on top, throw a bass loop on top, and it's literally just arranging samples at that point. Not to say that's not producing, but in my opinion, you need to do a little bit more to spice up those samples if you want to make it like a really, really... If you want to be a great producer, I think learning how to mix your samples up, make it feel different, and honestly play around them and do additional instrumentation around those samples is kind of the move. That's what I would encourage anyway. All right, let's get into these songs. All right, like I said, if you're here in the chat, let us know what you think. It is always free for you to submit. All you have to do is hit !submit throughout the stream if you want to submit your music. And if you want to skip the queue, same thing, !skip, and that's going to pull up the instructions on how to skip the queue and guarantee you get played on stream today. But let's get into these songs. Burgundy by Marathon is up first. Let's check this one out and let's see what it is. I love an unreleased. I'm always happy about an unreleased. That was a very natural reaction. Wait, this is sick. So I love music in this space, always. Love the form and shift. Love the production on it. Let us know what you think in the chat. Wait, this is super tight. Mix is really great for the beat, I agree. So fun, says Michael. This one's a lot of fun. What's up? Welcome to the chat. Kenny says, I don't listen to music like this, but it's a good mix, makes such a good difference on songs like this. It does. I really like the vocal mix. Yeah, I also love this space musically as well. I find myself sitting here a lot just as a fan of music. Really, really well balanced. Great tempo also. The tempo lends itself to just being a really energetic song. Burgundy_music on Instagram. That was pretty much an immediate follow for me. This is the type of song, as soon as you turn it on, catches your attention. Feels like a nice warm summer day after an ice cream sugar rush. Sad Boy Slim, ask you a question in the chat here, bro. I gotta be honest with you. Like, I've barely had time to think about anything. Today was the first time I made content in like a week because I've just been so busy at work. There's about a 0% chance that I want to deal with 100 messages in the Discord about your questions. So ask them here and I'll answer them this way. It'll just be better for both of us. Really fun bouncy cut for us as Radical Beats. We got a key change in this as well. Next step for what, bro? For what? I've kind of told you what I feel like the next steps are. Improving recording quality and mix quality is a huge one. All right, this is immediately one of my favorites for the night. I know it is going to be. I'm going to store it. I don't really know what it does to store things on Nero, but I like this shit a lot. This is an immediate standout. Everything about it I like. I love the production. I love the tempo. I genuinely really like the songwriting and the way the vocals were mixed, like all of that. To me, that's a standout. I would love to see it. I would love to hear more. Yeah, it's not out yet, but as soon as it is, it's gonna go in the new release playlist. Burgundy, whenever you see this, if you do see these, please just make sure you put it in my release calendar when it's scheduled for release, because I want to make sure that we support that. That show was amazing. I really enjoyed. Should I start booking venues? All right. Here's my thing on shows, right? I would say yes. It's always good for you to start performing and doing live shows. It's a great way to connect with your audience in real life. I think it's a great way to find a new audience and find new fans as well by doing shows. The thing that I would say is don't expect to sell tickets immediately. It is a process. You know what I mean? I would also think about the way that you set up the show, who you have on the bill, making sure that you're collaborating with other people in your general area, or even setting up a mini tour of like maybe your most listened to and most streamed cities. I think for you, Slim, like it's pretty early still. Like we're just talking about like an audience standpoint, and then like just you don't really release on streaming, so that's immediately like a whole audience that you've not even really tapped into yet. Like we're just talking about social here, and social numbers don't necessarily, and more frequently than not, don't actually translate to ticket sales. So I do think it's a good thing for you to be doing. You know what I mean? I just would make sure you understand the process and understand what venues are looking for. Like if you start emailing venues the way that you like DM people and like maybe talk to people in Discord, it's not gonna be like a positive reaction. They're just not gonna respond to you at all. So like I think you really need to think about how you're pitching yourself, what those things are that people care about at the venues, and also just how to talk to them, because they're not gonna respond the same way. That's great that you have your first show on July 4th in your home state. Make sure you get really organized for it. Make sure you get everything that the venue needs to them in a timely manner. Don't do it last minute. Just make sure you stay in good contact with them and then leave a great taste in their mouth. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like when you go in there, just be super respectful, super easy to talk to. Just like make sure you do your best to sell the ticket and promote the shows. And then when you do get there, meet the booker in person, talk to them, exchange contacts, like all that kind of stuff. But I do think playing shows is a really, really important thing. It's just, it takes a lot of time to set up, and sometimes you're going to lose money on it because it doesn't necessarily equal you selling tickets or you selling merch or whatever it is, right? So it's definitely a thing that I would encourage all artists to think about early on. One, for the practice standpoint of things, you got to practice. But two, yeah, focus on making the best music you can, figuring out who you are as an artist, and then also collaborating with other people, because I do think that part is also really important and does help a lot. Sorry. Essex, Finswaite, and Ken, New Gen Pop Stars, why stick to one when you can do it all? I agree. I agree with that. I like to hear diversity in an artist. Let's see what's up here. Let us know what you think in the chat. Ken, this is you, right? Yeah, and if you guys ever have any music industry questions, feel free to ask in the chat as well. Always happy to answer. All right, I do think the vocal needs to come up in the mix here a little bit. Good, I'm glad. Not an AI music fan. I like the sound design. I do just think that the vocals need to come up in the mix a little bit.
She told me, take a chain, right out to Essex. Now I'm losing touch, don't know which directions. Keep on waiting for the right time. I told her I'm on the way, be there in a second, just keep
Got a good bounce to it. Let us know what you think in the chat. Love that little bit crush moment, says Michael. Hey, congratulations. That's really good. Are you guys from New York? This very much feels like youthful New York energy, so I can see why people like it. When did this drop? Let's put this in the new music of this playlist as well. The 15th? Ah, it's new enough. Yeah, overall it's dope. I think literally the thing I'm saying about the vocals in the mix is a small thing, but I just like to hear the vocals stand out a little bit more in the mix, and that's it. From the Bronx, he's from Cali/Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. That's where I'm at too as well. Very close. I feel like some of the transitions can be glossed up a little more intentionally, but the vibe is this. Is Michael.
Some things you love, you gotta let go. To move on, let go. She told me, take the train, right out to Essex. Now he's losing touch, don't know which directions to go. Waiting for
The biggest thing for me is the mix. That's it. Outside of that, I really enjoy the direction and the vibe of the song. Good energy, though. Sometimes the non-perfect stuff gives it the character, though. The dB increase isn't that big of a deal. Yeah, I'd agree. I think it's more noticeable in some areas than others. The chorus actually feels really good. I think when we get to kind of like some of the pieces around I think the chorus sounds really good. If any of the notes that I do have feels like it's maybe more on the verse sections than the chorus sections. It's a really fun song to listen to. You know what I mean? Yeah, content is definitely a big priority. I'm curious to see. I mean, you've been fucking. Oh, this is great. I mean, you're doing it. You're like doing all the content stuff. No, I like this. I like this. Even the vocal thing, like I said, it's not the biggest deal. You know what I mean? Ken.718. This is not the first song that I've heard. Bakub Lanoob. All right, before I ban you, is this a serious? Like, are you going to be serious? Or are you going to be like this the whole time? Ken.718. I mean, I'm sure you guys can see that in the chat. You know what I mean? It's like, do we leave this person? Do we ban this person? I'm the moderator, so it's yeah. If you can be somewhat serious, that'd be appreciated. I don't mind you being a little silly, but you know, like with respect. With respect. This is my job, but like side quest. Yeah, you know, like we're just gonna let it slide. We know the slide. I'm gonna give you a warning though. Like we are somewhat serious in here. We like to have fun. I'm not gonna say we don't like to have fun, but we are trying to create like a really safe and nice space for artists to be able to send their music and get feedback from other people who make art. So if you are in the chat, that's the only thing that I do ask is just be respectful of each other. I'll say it again. I always say it at the beginning of the streams. Yeah, but you know, like sure, clean that up, bro, and stop eating Arby's. Arby's is not good. Eat anything else. Literally go to a deli. Get all the stuff that you would get from Arby's. Make that sandwich in the kitchen. I guarantee you feel better about it. Ken.718. That one was called Essex. It felt good, man. It felt like New York. I fucked with it. It's organic already. Legends up next. Look, you come in here with shit. I'm gonna give you a chance. I agree with Ace Beer on there. If you willingly get the big meaty from Arby's, something's wrong. The only good thing at Arby's is the curly fries. Dead ass. Don't do it. Why do that to yourself?
Clocking all that nonsense like what time it is. Coney's used a slapper, now I'm smashing herbs.
burdock root, I grow it by the curb. I slap black seed.
Go to any other sandwich shop. It's organic, already Legends. This one's catchy. The last one that we heard, I think I said something about it not being a hooky moment. This one feels really good off the rip. Levine says Arby's makes me keel over in pain. You should definitely go to the doctor about that. You may or may not have some sort of food sensitivity or allergy that you should get checked out. Yeah, noob, submit a song, bro. You don't got a song? That's fine. Just listen to this music with us then. Yee, welcome back to the chat. It's good to have you. Things have changed a little bit, but at its core, it's the same. The layout's just a little different. E, thank you for the sub. We appreciate you. Guys, we broke 6,000 followers on Twitch last week, too. Slightly, yes. Oh, this one's a lot of fun, man. Shout out to Already Legends, and I do like this. Already Legends Ant on Instagram. If you're rocking with us, make sure you go follow. These guys are making really cool music. I don't know why the browser's fucked, but I appreciate you being out there like speed with the phone on your wrist typing. Thumpers, welcome back. This got good energy on it, man. Everyone's vocals sound really good on this one, too. Just good delivery from everyone. Arby's being the honey pack of foods is crazy. It's not that crazy, though. I'll give everybody a second chance, man. Everybody gets a chance. You hopped in here a little hot, but that's all right. Who knows? It's like you got, like you're on the internet, you got to expect a certain level of fuckery. You know what I mean? So I feel like I've learned how to deal with it over the years. It just, we can have a discussion about the Arby's. It seems like you might have some dietary issues as well. Arby's is like, all right, but grab the ingredients and make yourself a cheap, and you can customize it. That's a fact, bro. I agree with that. There's a lot of really good, well-priced delis out there in the world. You know what I mean? Go get yourself a deli sandwich. I guarantee you'll have a better time than you will at Arby's. You could get every piece of that shit. we got to stop talking about Arby's now. We got to move on. All right. That was Already Legends. And if you have not gone to listen to them yet, I highly recommend going to listen to some more of that catalog that's out on streaming as well. Already Legends and on Instagram. It's a combo of like 4 or 5 different artists, but they're all really dope individually. And I think together they have really, really good chemistry as well. Generally, they have a really good beat choice. I think there's really only been like one song that we've listened to recently where I wasn't really feeling it as much. And it was more about the vocal delivery and tone than anything else. I see you out here using the emotes as well, bro. That's me playing Ghost of Tsushima back in the day as the Ghost of Tsushima specifically. Crimson Core, King Arthur up next. Let's check it out. Then we got Yee, and we'll do our first free skip after that. So make sure you submit your music. If you're in the chat, you got music to submit. It's free to submit. Do that. Do it. If you want to skip the queue, you can as well. That's up to you. All right, King Arthur. Crimson Core. Fun fact about me, King Arthur is one of my favorite mythological legends characters.
I wrote this letter for you.
This is unreleased as well.
Maybe it'll bring you through. Promise.
Ace, I'm going to talk about that in a second. Once we get through this song, I'll talk about that. Like I said, if you guys ever have music industry questions, feel free to ask in the chat.
In a mystery.
Beautiful melody.
I'm crimson to the core. Wrapped up and entangled in your arms.
There's 2 versions of skips. There's a regular skip and a super skip. Super skip is the top. That's the $10 one. Regular skip is the back of the skip queue. But it guarantees we'll play the song. We'll play all of those songs without fail.
I'm dripping on the floor. Your thorns, it feels so nice, they're so sublime. Did you think it ain't like this? All the days of holding on, I would sit around and simply reminisce. Interlocking hands, who knew this would be the last 1,000 for
So I actually think the melody choices here are perfect. There's nothing I would change about that aspect of it. The mix on the vocal is close. I think I like the passionate one more as the lead. But I'm kind of in the same space as Ace Beyond, where I'm like on the fence between like, which one do I prefer? This deeper kind of lead vocal you have right now, or this higher register one in the background that feels maybe a little bit more passionate and a little bit more like it's yearning for someone. I think the layers and just the way they blend together need a little bit more work. But I think there's a lot of positives in this as well.
I'm dripping on the floor. Your thorns, they feel so nice, they're so sublime.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta go one or the other. It goes back and forth a little bit. Oh, you want to talk about Iceman? Which one? Which album? All three? Feeling like I'm watching a scene that starts with I really enjoyed our day tonight. Komai, what's up? Welcome back. I have no weak says, I thought I found myself in my favorite genre, but now I start making another style. I'm also digging it. That's fine. Yeah. Make what you want. I have thoughts about that too. I'll talk about both of those things for you guys in a second. This one's so close, bro. Yeah, I think there's aspects of the low vocal that I do like. There's aspects of the more passionate vocal I do like. I think picking which one you lean into a little bit more would be good. Right now, they kind of intertwine a little bit too much, so it makes it hard as a listener to really focus on one. I do think that's one of the things that's really standing out to me as I listen to it. I also think if you're going to lean into the deep one, you need to just think about the EQ a little bit more, because it does clash a little bit with the guitar, because the guitar tone is really deep as well. So I think it's just carving out a little bit more space EQ wise for the vocal to really cut through if you lean into that deep vocal. If you lean into that more passionate, like up to kind of the higher register one, then I think maybe it's just more consistency in the delivery style, you know what I mean, and making sure that it stays really kind of like accurate to the key, especially with the production and stuff like that too. I probably lean towards the higher register one purely because it feels like it cuts through a little bit more in the mix, just because of what's happening with that electric guitar tone and the vocal tone on the lower side of things. So I think that's really what stands out to me. But I like the song and also like the direction a lot. I can't lie, I enjoyed Maid of Honor. Like, obviously the skips with the dancehall shit and the sleepy shit, but the rest of the track list was kind of heat. So I'll be honest with you. On the Drake thing, all right, first and foremost, I haven't really listened to it, because everything that I have heard from it, I'm just kind of like, fuck, like I don't care. Like, I don't care. I wish that I liked it. And I got into this with somebody like 2 weeks ago. I've been a Drake fan. Fucking Spotify is like, Drake is my most listened to artist of all time in that fucking recap thing they did recently, which probably is true, if I'm being honest. Like, in the last like 15 years of my life, like, I remember when Drake started. I remember when his fucking mixtapes were coming out. Like, I've been a part of this entire process. I've become less and less of a fan of his the further that he's gotten away from being like a real human being. And it does feel like, even with this project or these 3 projects, there's just less of like who he is in the music, and it doesn't really appeal to me in the same way. That said, I probably will enjoy the more melodic and dancier songs and projects that he put out, as opposed to Iceman, which feels like it's a little bit more like trying to continue this beef with Kendrick, which like I'm good on, you know what I mean? And then also there's just like a lot of corny bars. I've seen a lot of content of people breaking down like the worst bars, and I think like when I see those, I'm just kind of like, fuck, like, why can't he just do what he used to do and be really like emotional and kind of like introspective and open about who he is as a person? I'm sick of like the fake gangster Drake stuff, and that just doesn't really do it for me, because that's just not who he is. And if you've been here for long enough, you just know that's not who he is, and it's like this weird act that he's putting on now. And so like I've had a hard time being a fan of his music in the same way since he started hanging out with like Baca and all those Toronto dudes that like do human trafficking and stuff. Like it just doesn't really appeal to me personally. So no, I haven't really listened to it. I don't really have thoughts on it necessarily. My biggest thought is that I just wish that he was making music that still felt like it was giving a piece of himself in it. That's all. You know what I mean? Like I could go without it. I'm not mad at people being a fan of it. I am maybe a little surprised at how much people will just completely negate any of the stuff that is like bad about it though and be like, yo, this is the best shit ever. Like it's clearly not the best shit ever. There's 49 plus songs. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, like let's just be objective about it. Not every song on there is going to be great. That's fine. Most of the albums that I'm a big fan of, when you listen to their whole fucking albums, there's misses. You know what I mean? There's very few albums where I would sit and be like, yo, this shit is absolute classic, start to finish, no skips. I can listen to this every single time. And that's just the truth across the board. Every genre, every artist I'm a fan of. There's no one that I would sit here like truthfully and be like, yo, this album, zero misses. There's not one song on here that I'm like, that is the best thing I've ever heard in my life, if that was not the case. That's maybe the bigger thing that I see is just like the outrageous glazing of Drake across media platforms and from very specific types of music people or music curators or music fans. That's the shit that bugs me. Like even seeing like who he chooses to kind of uplift and support, who support him, is also something that I'm not crazy about. Like, why are we uplifting academics? That man does not give a fuck about the music culture or hip-hop culture or anything. He is absolutely stealing joy from people every single day. And why do we uplift him? Why does Drake uplift him? Same thing with Aiden Ross. I'm not an Aiden Ross fan. I think that guy sucks. So why is he uplifting him? And to me, that's maybe the bigger issue that I have with Drake, is just like, why does he choose the people that he chooses to uplift instead of doing more for the culture as a whole? I'm going to hop off my soapbox for that. No, I'm not Australian. I grew up in the UK, but I've been in the US for 20 years. And that's why. All right, what were the other questions? He does pick the people that agrees with him, and there's a couple other people I know in the world who do that, who I'm also not really particularly fans of, if I'm being honest. I'm not going to name names, but they're out there. Ace, you had asked a question as well. For some reason, my chat will not let me scroll back up, which is a bit annoying. So if you want to recap, there was 2 other questions in the chat I said I was going to answer, and I can't get back to it. Okay. Wait, it's working now for some reason. It's working now. Okay. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find it in the chat. Okay. About the genre thing. I'll answer that while you put your question in here. About the genre thing. I don't think it'll ruin your career. I think you should not limit yourself to genre and just make stuff that you like until you figure out who you are as an artist, because that's a part of the journey. And I think the more different types of music that you make, the more you'll experiment and figure out who you are and what type of music you enjoy and want to make. But I would just make whatever makes you feel good in the meantime, especially while you're developing, because that'll help you figure out who you are as an artist and where you sit in your genres, in your niche long term. All right, Ace Brion, real music question. I've often found it easier to just go around to local events and festivals in my town and area and get pre-saves and awareness for free. Mad people have been following and supporting. I feel like it's more a cost-effective method rather than ads and pay to stuff. Yes, I mean, I actually think the combination of both is the sweet spot. You know what I mean? That IRL marketing, that going around, building with your community, building in your local area is very important. You know what I'm saying? So do that. Don't get stuck doing that only. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a lot of artists that I see in a lot of markets where they like get big in their hometown, or like big in their hometown and then just never leave and never expand beyond their hometown, and they get stuck being really regional. So like that, the concern that I have, and maybe the warning I would give you, is like, yes, do that. It is very important, and it's great that you're doing that work, because it's really, really good for you to be building that local fan base. They will champion you. At the same time, don't get stuck thinking that that is all there is, and don't ignore the digital and kind of like reaching this wider audience that you have access to on the internet. Because at the same time, if you're talking about making it as like a big artist, scale is an important thing. And there is only so big that your local market will get you. At a certain point, depending on where you are going to have to grow beyond that. And the best way to do that is to do it simultaneously. So I would just encourage you to not only think about the local stuff, but at the same time, both are important. You know what I'm saying? That's totally fair. I think that's good too. Like looking at it regionally and being like, all right, like I'm in the Northeast. I want to hit all of this region and like really build a fan base for myself there. Great. At the same time, you could be running ads in cheaper markets like Brazil or the Philippines or like any part of LATAM, if we're being honest, right? Parts of Europe, parts of Eastern Europe, and then be building this global audience that actually could turn into, all right, I'm going to be touring in the Northeast to, okay, I'm touring in the Northeast. I'm also doing a European stop or a couple European stops. So if we're thinking about it at scale, that's the only thing I would say is just like, you've got to think about scaling beyond your local markets as well. Okay, when we get to you, I'll let you know about genre. And yeah, just make what you want. Like, I think at the end of the day, that's the biggest thing. Does someone in Botswana actually do anything? Yes. And I think it's a dangerous thing to not think about it like that. Cause like, all right, here's a great example, right? I think for a lot of artists, when they go tour Europe or they go tour in different countries, the way that they see the fans interact with them is completely different. Like, and just the type of fandom, the way that people latch onto you. Filipino like fans are some of the most diehard fans ever. You know what I mean? Brazilian fans are some of the most diehard fans I've ever seen. Same thing with the European fans. Everybody likes a different thing. So there is value in all of these different markets. It doesn't matter. Like, that comes down to like how you value your fan base, right? Like for me, I'd rather have 100 people who fucking ride or die for everything I do, who are in like Botswana or Ghana or Nigeria or whatever the fuck it is, as opposed to like 1,000 people in the US who don't interact with my content, who don't comment, who don't really give a fuck and just follow me just because. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like you are creating a community and you're creating this like environment for people who are fans of what they listen to and fans of what you do to engage with each other. So to me, like at the end of the day, like I think every fucking fan is valuable. It doesn't matter where they're at in the world. And how your music touches them, like at the end of the day, like, isn't that what you do this for? You know what I mean? Like, ask yourself that question. Like, when you make music and you put music out, are you doing it to reach people regardless of where they're at, regardless of, you know what I mean? Like, you want them to connect to this thing you're making. So, like, why do we place more value on a fan from somewhere like the US versus somewhere like, you know, Botswana? That's just the way I feel about it. Not everyone's going to feel that way. There's probably plenty of people in the industry who are like, nah. But like at the end of the day, too, your money will go further there. If we're talking about ads, because the cost per click is going to be cheaper, it might make you more money in the long run. But at the end of the day, like the fan is there. You know what I mean? Serve the fan. Be a fan of the fan. They don't have to listen to you at all. You know what I mean? So like to have a fan at all, I think is a blessing. That's it. The question is, you get the save and like in Brazil, but they don't convert to you. Look at them. Yeah, but the conversion from platform to platform it's difficult everywhere. It doesn't matter what country it is. It doesn't matter, like, you know, whether or not they speak your language. Like, the conversion from one person to another platform or one platform to another platform is difficult, period. You'll find that with US-based fans. You'll find that with UK-based fans. And quite honestly, American fans are probably the least likely to go and convert and go through another platform because they're kind of fucking lazy. Like, not to just shit on America, but like the fandom here is so fickle. And I've seen people from other countries like ride or die for artists purely just because they really fuck with them, even if they don't understand the language, bro. So that's the thing that I would say is like, yeah, like, obviously, think about your budget and what you can do, but I would just say conversion is difficult in general. Making it as easy as possible for people to convert is great. Instant engagement or Spotify saves. I mean, look, the Spotify shit, it's like, it's all kind of like smoke and mirrors, if we're being honest, in general, right? Like the Spotify saves and likes are important on that platform. Beyond that platform, they don't really mean that much. You know what I mean? Like, that it's not converting to like revenue necessarily. Whereas like the instant engagement could actually turn into revenue, not only from brand deals, from brand partners who are looking for people with a solid following and engagement, but also just in general, like there's way more conversion from that to like selling theoretically than there is from Spotify to selling. The Spotify users are just going to stay there. You get 1 million streams on Spotify and never see any of those people go follow you. I've seen that happen for so many artists. You know what I mean? Like, they could crack like literally like 10 million streams on a song and have like 10,000 followers on social. So like, where's the conversion from Spotify to other places as well? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's all important, but at the end of the day, it's like, and this, I just made a video about this today. This is why this is top of mind for me. Direct to fan is the only thing that really matters, because then you're getting that fan data and you can talk to them directly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that plus from an earning standpoint and an ownership standpoint, like, you are completely like shackled by the algorithms right now. You know what I mean? Like, you could post, like, I got 13,000 followers on Instagram, but I post shit and like maybe 5 to 10% of them can actually see what I post. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. It really depends on the content, depends on the time of day. There's so many depends on it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we could dive into direct to fan strat 100%. But I mean, data collection first and foremost, and owning your own data, I think, is a huge part of it. You know what I mean? Bandcamp is cool. I like Bandcamp. I don't like the user experience on Bandcamp. That's always been my issue with it as a fan of music. I don't like using the platform. It's not intuitive. It doesn't really feel good. If you want to submit music, Mustafa, just go to Nero.fan/KayvanMD to submit music. Yeah, every post asks you to promote it. Like, everybody is shifting towards a pay-for-play model where it's like, if you want people to see your shit, you got to pay for it. Spotify even, like, if you want to run ads on the platform and have more favorable standing with them, like, there's a fucking million ad things that you can run there, and it's so fucking expensive. I feel like conversion from social to Spotify is significantly higher, yeah. Yes and no. Bandcamp app is a little boo-boo, but I respect how they support artists. Yeah, I respect how they support artists, too. I mean, I work for what could be seen as a competitor right now. And so, for me, I probably prefer what we do purely because we're just kind of built into the pipes of the infrastructure of the industry a little bit more. Like, on our side, we do, like, PRO and publishing payout directly, so we're reporting to those things. We can also report to chart data as well. So if somebody sells really well, on even in theory, they could be charting as long as they're following the rules for reporting that. So it's like that. I think the difference between Even specifically and Bandcamp, and the reason why I maybe prefer Even to Bandcamp, one is the user experience is way better both on mobile and on browser, in my opinion. And then also there's additional content, so you can upload things beyond just music, right? Like, you put music, you can put video on there, you can put like fucking merch on there, like all kinds of stuff. So that's it. Yeah, it feels like you might feel like a weirdo growing your email list, but at the same time, like, that gives you control over your audience and being able to talk to them directly. And beyond that, there's other tools that exist beyond a mailing list as well. You know what I mean? There's things like Laylo or Community or Fan Connect on the Even back end. There's things like Discord. Like, there's just ways to talk to people directly, and you just need to kind of figure out where your audience is and meet them there. You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing that you really need to think about with direct to fan. It's like, what are the incentives for people to actually give you their data and give you their information? So, like, what are you giving them in return for that? What exclusivity, what access are you giving them? And then also, how and where are you kind of like aggregating them, and how are you contacting them? But there's a ton of tools that exist. Community, Laylo, those are other kind of like CRM capture data tools. The labels are using this thing called co-brand right now, which you can actually see who's making content using your sounds, contact them directly and stuff like that too. So there's a lot of tools that exist. It's just like, I do think that strategy is a key component of how artists are going to be earning long term, especially when DSPs play like shit. And that was my biggest thing as well, just having worked on the distro side. It's like, yeah, like, I'm putting up 8 million streams for a song, and we're only making like a couple, like tens of thousands, like if that, like close to, like, you know, it's like what, 3,000 streams for million, or $3,000 like a million streams. So like 3 times 8 is like fucking 8, 16, 24, like 24,000. It's okay. Have I seen Co-Manager from Venice? I haven't tried it yet. I'm generally kind of opposed to tools that like kind of masquerade as being like, oh, you can just AI manage your entire shit. Because like, yeah, you can, but it's also like extremely nuanced. So it's a good tool and a good help, but at the same time, like, if you're paying for it, is it worth the pay? Is it worth like what it costs to use? I couldn't say that because I haven't used it. You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to say yes, I don't want to say no. I do fuck with the Venice team in general. Like I fuck with them. I don't know if this tool is the one that I'm like, oh yeah, like I have to like, but I'm also an artist manager. So like for me, there's maybe that side of it where I'm like, yo, like I'm not going to use AI to do something that I do with my own brain, like right now anyway, and think about all the time. So like, that's maybe the other thing. All right, let's play this song and we'll do a free skip after this one. Sorry, I've been talking a lot, but feel free to ask your questions because I honestly, like, it's just shit that I learned from seeing things, you know? Burn for you, Yee, officially music. Something different, electronic tune. Oh, getting back into my producer side for a little bit. Let's go. Let us know what you think in the chat. Hopefully that answered all of those questions, and I'm sure it also created some more. Yeah, if money is the goal, sync is the move, but also branded. Branded is the move. Paperclip AI. What is Paperclip AI? Yeah, this is sounding good already, bro. Really great sound design as always. That's always been one of my biggest things about you. If you're on TikTok and you want to submit, go to Nero.fan/KayvanMD. Not Chris Angel, Mind Freak, bro. Mind Freak! Mind Freak! You guys ever watch that show? I'm dating myself right now. How was that? Did you see him live? Did he levitate? Did he do that shit where he hangs himself from a hook? I'm dead, bro. Oh, this one's an easy listen, man. I fuck with this. Yo, if you like this, it's official Yee Music on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. He does a bunch of different types of music as well. What does LLM driven mean? I might work in tech, but I am not a tech guy. What's up, Avila? Welcome to the chat. Language learning model. Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Started playing keys with Sam Hafty, does the music of Has-Been Hotel. Oh shit, that's crazy. Large language model. What does that mean? No, 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 no. I like this one, man. This is like this is like something I feel like I would see everywhere. Like a bunch of edits on TikTok. I feel like you can see this in a bunch of edits on TikTok and socials for sure. Definitely like gaming edit. I feel like this will go crazy on some gaming edits as well. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's just stuff I've learned from work, you know what I mean? So I'm always happy to share. Like, I think like this stuff, I've been an artist myself, so I kind of get it. And I want to use this platform to help educate artists on what they can be doing. Because there's a lot of stuff that I find out in here from just being in the backside, like being behind the curtain of the industry and like talking to people. No, no, no. Such an easy listen. I don't know that I have much feedback on it. The mix sounds really good. I think you have like a really, really good grip on electronic and just the way to like kind of compose it and arrange it to make it still interesting to listen to. So, and I felt that way really every time you've sent something in this space. I've always felt like this is like the strongest suit for you. Like I like your other music, but like I just think like the electronic stuff, it feels like second nature to you, in all honesty. Like every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, this is just such high quality. It's arranged well, it's written well, you know what I mean? So like for me, bro, like I do feel like this is an area which you thrive in overall. And I think that's clear from the sound design and the arrangement. Yeah, it's just, look, like you just get it, you know what I mean? Like I think it's one of those things like when you understand it and you understand the structure and how to make it sound good, like you can just, the sky's kind of the limit. And also it's like something that streams so well in general. It feels like a little bit easier to push overall. So for me, yeah, like I would kind of nudge you in this direction. I wouldn't say you have to make this type of music, but it is something that I really, really enjoy personally. So yeah, man, I'm always impressed. All right, let's do our first free skip of the evening. It's looking like it is Andre Lawrence. This one's called Time in the Week. Let us know what you think in the chat. We got our first music video of the night as well. Let's check this one out.
Saving lenders billions.
Yeah, you don't have to do it forever. Honestly, it could just be a side project for you as well. You know what I'm saying?
All kinds of stays because some love a rustic cabin.
No, you're good. I am also getting hit with ads right now. All right, Andre Lawrence, Time in the Week. Official video. Let us know what you think in the chat. We got another New York kid out here, bro. Lord Sko? Bro, got Lord Sko in the music video? All right. That means he's tapped in.
That's a nice little intro for y'all. We gonna take it in smooth.
Lord Sko's not in the video unless you're tapped in New York. Let us know what you think in the chat. Are they related, perhaps? If you cut Lord Sko's hair, he kind of has a similar face. This is solid, bro. Back vibes is official Yee. This is tough. He said, brother, instant playlist after meal. This is very good. I'm gonna add it to the playlist as well. There's not enough time
hours
in
in
the
a day, not enough sour in the J. I'm burn that flower in the K, but I don't stop growing. It's not nose, found power in the stage. So I just got going.
This is solid. Good video as well.
Competition off is stiff and when your vision can scoff at the threat. I keep it calm and collect. I'm in a pinch.
Really solid video. Let us know what you think in the chat. Good flows and delivery, says Steve-O. If you're in the chat and you haven't submitted or done a skip queue, yeah, you can if you want. But in the meanwhile, I'ma take it far. I just raise the bar, God pulling strings like a baby. Oh, sorry. You guys can see me clicking around in my browsers. Whoops. Whoops. I stopped doing that, bro. I'm not used to doing it. I think no one would care, honestly. So consciously I come prepared until I'm obsolete. A cold world couldn't stop the heat. The drummer snare, the block a street. The album great but not complete. Don't want to drink because I know it clouds the brain and thoughts deplete. All right, if you don't live in New York, you might be watching this and thinking like, oh, these guys don't like hang out like this, right? But if you live in New York, like this group of kids is so like quintessentially one specific side of New York hip hop, and I kind of love it, bro. I can look at these kids and say, these are some kids who grew up in the city. they're from here, bro. These are some New York natives for sure. I like this. This reminds me of a lot of the reason why I fell in love with like the blog area hip hop stuff. Like this just feels like a real nod back to that. It's fun. It's got that DIY feel to it. It's shot really well. It's edited really well, but the raps are good. Production is good. The mix is good on it. I really, there's nothing that I don't like about this one. I don't know why they didn't put the socials in there. Let's go find the socials really quickly. That was really good, man. I put that in the playlist. Time in the week. Oh, Andre Lawrence, man. Andre Lawrence. Where you at? Where you at? This man not got socials? Why did his socials not work? Boo. Right, let's go to Spotify really quickly. Let's see if we can find it that way. For anybody who's in here, just make sure you update your links and stuff. You know what I mean? Damn, you don't even have it linked here, bro. How do I find this man? I bet if I go to Lord's Go and see who he's following, this guy's close enough, right? Andre Lawrence. Bruh. Can someone find me this guy? Someone in the chat. If you're in the chat, can you find me Andre Lawrence? I need to follow this guy. I fuck with his music. I want to support. But I can't find him anywhere. What happened? Where's he at? Where is this man? How do I find this man? Please. You know what's good when I'm looking for this? Dead ass. It's not good that I have to look this much. But at the same time, yeah, I genuinely fuck with it when I need to figure out how to support and follow and keep up with this person, bro. That's not it either. He's got like 4 different Instagrams linked in different places. None of them work. No, that one didn't work either. That one doesn't work. What the fuck is going on, bro? His Instagram must have gotten taken down. There's literally there's no way that his Instagram didn't get taken down. I'm gonna have to leave this fucking... Sure, I'll follow him on TikTok. Like, dude. There's gotta be something here that will allow me to find his Instagram. Surely. But what is the new vibe I'm going for? I don't know. What genre is your track, bro? We'll get to it in a second. I'm gonna try and figure it out. I'm really just trying to find fucking Andre Lawrence's Instagram, bro. What's up with this? What's up with this? I want to support this man. He's made it so difficult, bro. All right, fuck it. We gotta move on. Hopefully he sees this and will hit me up. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, back into paid skips. No weak sleep. Serenity. Let's check it out. Wants to know what genre this is as well. Oh, Jazir is on the YouTube chat. Is he in the YouTube chat? Oh, what a fucking legend. Pup, thank you. Thank you for also sending it in the fucking Twitch chat. I do admittedly not check the YouTube chat as much as I should because it doesn't automatically put it in front of me. Andre Lawrence, we found you. Thank you so much. Jazia, aka Baby Potentially Pup on YouTube. You have saved the day. Let's get some W's in the chat for you. Andre Lawrence, 2 A's, 2 E's. What a fucking find, man. Great shit. Thank you for sending that in. Big W, big W. All right, back into this music. Let's check it out. No Weak Sleep, Serenity up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. But I gotta log back into my SoundCloud so it stops doing what it does every time. Huge W's. I'm gonna put some W's in the chat. I'm happy about that. Thank you for putting us on. Purple Monkey, welcome back to the chat. Emmanuel, what's up? If you're with us on TikTok, go to Nero.fan/KayvanMD to submit. It is free for you to submit. And send this to a friend as well, man. All right, what is this? This is definitely ambient music so far. I don't know what genre I would call this. Ooh. Steve-O says ASMR because of the rain. It's very relaxing. Whoa. I don't know what I would call this, but I like it a lot. Wait a second. Wait a second. Zelda loves his chill step. Purple Monkey Entertainment just says fire. It's not really ambient music, there's just ambient elements to it. I feel like with step sometimes, isn't the step part like the kind of like plotty, like this doesn't really have step vibes? That's maybe the only reason I wouldn't call it chill step. I really don't know what I would call this. I mean, I would definitely pitch it as electronic, and they'll probably subcategorize it if you get placed anywhere, but I really like this a lot. I vibe to this as well. The rain texture is so nice. The sound design's really good. The drums feel full. The mix is good. I see a lot of people saying, glad I saw this on a random stream. I feel the same. I'm glad that I saw it this way, too. Yeah, it has drum and bass elements, especially in the drums. Almost lo-fi drum and bass. Yeah. It's maybe even chillin' bass? Is that... I like this a lot. For what it's worth. Let us know what you think in the chat. But I think this is very well done. Yeah, thank you, Pup. This feels like something that could be, like, you could put this anywhere, and if it came on, I'd be happy about it. Well, I really like this a lot. The rain texture is a really nice texture as well. It just kind of gives, like, a really, like, I don't know, it's just a very, like, tactile feel to it. Really like making this kind of music recently. I mean, honestly, you might be making something that no one's made before, and I think that's also fine. You know what I mean? Like, you could be the one who kind of coins this new term or new style. Like, I think genre is kind of stupid. Like, I'm going to be completely real for a second. Like, genre to me is not something that matters. It doesn't define the way that I think about listening to music or what I want to listen to. It doesn't even really define what kind of artists I like. I think genre in general is kind of like just a bit of a pen that we put people inside of, and like a fenced in like cage almost of like, all right, like you have to stick to this. But like, I feel like for me, the music I get most excited about is the stuff that pushes boundaries and just pushes music forward. You know what I mean? And pushes the sound forward. And to me, maybe that's your sound. You know what I mean? Maybe that is the thing that you do that is different than everybody else. But I really like it a lot. Loki can hear this for some Kingdom Hearts stuff. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely in that space. I don't know what you would call Kingdom Hearts music, but if, like, it's maybe closer to that. I don't even think you need to categorize it. Like, I think the overarching category is electronic music, right? Like, or instrumental music. And then beyond that, how it gets categorized by listeners is maybe what it's like. That's just what it is. But I don't know that there's a genre that I could put on that where I'm like, this is what this is definitively. If anything, I would call it genre blending, and I would say it pulls from drum and bass. I would say it pulls from like lo-fi and ambient music. I would say it pulls from classical music in some ways. But I don't know that I would call it any specific genre that exists right now. No Weak Sleep. I really enjoyed that a lot. I thought it was really beautiful. Amazing work. All right, let's check out the next one. Polarity by Terrafact. Let's check this out. This feels like it's probably going to be electronic music. Terrafact seems like a DJ producing him. You're very welcome. Okay, you want to know what genre you are as well? Oh, fuck, man. Oh. I mean, this feels like it's bass music already. I guess it depends on the way the This is like, was it bass house? Is that what it's called? I gotta be honest with you, I don't know the subgenres of electronic beyond UK garage and drum and bass. I'm not mad at this. I do think that one synth that's panning left and right is maybe a touch loud and kind of dominates the ear while you're listening to it, maybe a little bit more than it should. I like the bass and the drums on this. I think those feel like they're in a really good spot. Let us know what you think in the chat. I don't know what genre this is either, to be honest. Bass house feels the closest from what I've seen. Or just straight techno? What does Peggy Goo make? What do they call that? Because this feels close to that. What genre is this? Yeah, like, look, electronic to me is just a tough one because there's so many subgenres, and I just genuinely don't know what the categories for them are. Like, but if you go to like just a general dance playlist on Spotify, it's gonna have a little bit of everything. Let's see, what are the subgenres of EDM and what defines them? Let's learn together. Fuck it, why not? We're here. Okay. This is what Copilot says. House, known for its 4 on the floor beat, 120 to 130 BPM. This could be this is maybe not deep house. This is probably not progressive house. This is definitely not trance. It's not dubstep. It could be big room house. It's not chill out or ambient. Zeno, you absolutely can. It's free to submit. Just go to Nero.fm/KayvanMD. This feels like a very... Here we go. Only 5? There's definitely more than 5 subgenres of electronic music. Right? 5 seems like a really small number. Even within dubstep, there's like elephant step and like clown step and like weird shit like that. So like, realistically, this probably feels closest to house or techno though, if we're just going off of a BPM standpoint. I would say probably house, seeing as it's groove focused and there's steady hi-hats. Yeah, there's fucking way more. And this is on housewub.org. Aren't they supposed to know what they're talking about? Oh wait, is that the beginner's guide? I don't need a beginner's guide. I need an expert's guide. What are all the subgenres? It's gonna be like 100, like 100 plus, a list of 100 plus. Holy shit. Okay. This is better. What is clown step? Great fucking question. Yeah, look. This is the real list. How are we supposed to categorize music anymore? It just keeps going. What the fuck is this? Holy shit. UK Garage is two-step, bassline, breakstep, future garage, grime, speed garage, UK funky, wonky. What the fuck is wonky? Please send me the unreleased. I'd love to hear it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you even fucking categorize this? Jungle, ragga jungle. Wait, let's get to dubstep. Let's get to dubstep because I want to see it. Where is it? Where is it? Dubstep's not even in this list, bro. Bro step. Like, what the fuck is bro step? Whatever that is, keep it away from me. Post dubstep, reggae step, rhythm, footwork, future bass, kawaii future bass, jungle terror, mid-tempo. Dubstep is a subgenre of bass music, which then has its own subgenres. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about here? This is way over categorized. This is silly. This is so silly. Do you think that they have this? Bro step's like dubstep, but way more aggressive with the growls and wubs. So it's just more like is Skrillex technically bro step? Right? Overall, I think that was good, Terrafact. Like, generally enjoyed it. I have no idea what subgenre of electronic it is. We're gonna paint it with the electronic brush. That's all I got for you right now. Terrafact on Instagram, TERRAPHACT. Yeah, I thought it was good. My only note would be just on that, like, one lead synth that's kind of panning back and forth, feeling just ever so slightly overpowering in comparison to some of the other sounds. That's it. All right, Avila, up next. Bigger Than Me. Appreciate what you do. I appreciate that. Thank you. Mainly focused on sync music. I'm an artist, producer, and engineer, and just did this for a project. Just want to get ears on it. Let's check it out. Let us know what you think in the chat. This one's called Bigger Than Me by Avila. This is from Big Flex. Oh, this is great. So this is great for sync. Who is Avila? I'm not surprised you have placements. Zelda, have a good rest of your day at work. Good energy, bro. Good energy on this. There's always space for this. Let us know what you think in the chat. It's pretty solid. Beat's crazy, bro. Side note, this is the perfect amount of ginger ale. These tiny cans, perfect amount. Bar none, bar none. This way bigger than me. This is catchy, man. Boom, 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 boom. Pup, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate you. The zero sugar one's better, huh? I might have to try it. I might have to try that. I don't need the sugar in my life. So we get the little cans. Alright. I think purely from a technical standpoint, this is really solid. Beat is really good. Delivery is really good. You really dialed in the style and the sound. What I would like to hear, and maybe this is not the song for that, but I would like to hear a song that kind of tells me a little bit more about who you are as an artist, like where you come from, what you care about, what your story is. That's like a purely objective thing. I don't think there's anything objectively wrong with this. I think the challenge and maybe the difference between sync music and then like the real like artist like project needs to be that connection between who you are as an artist versus with the sync stuff where it tends to be a little bit more, I think, about the vibe and a feeling. You've captured that part perfectly, so I'm not surprised that you have placements. I'm not surprised that, you know, that people want to use your stuff in sync as well. Like, it makes a lot of sense. It's perfect for, like, if I'm being honest, it's perfect for sync. I think for me, as a fan of music, then the next thing that I would be looking for is, all right, like, how am I connecting to you as an artist? Like, what are these pieces of you that you're putting in these songs, and also what is the story behind some of these songs? But the song was valid, you know what I mean? I really have no feedback on it. I think that's just a more overarching like mindset thing as you are working on your artist projects as well separately of the sync music, is just like, all right, now what is that connection between you and the audience and you and the fan? and how do you bring that storytelling into the music as well. But I mean, overall, it was a vibe. I definitely would listen to it. Like, it was an easy listen. Objectively, like I said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I think the beat choice was amazing. I think you did a great job in performing it as well. Now it's just like, yeah, even looking at your socials, right, it's like, all right, the sync thing is a part of the story here. And I like that you're doing things like this where you kind of like break down how you've created the song.
So show me how you.
But then it's like, all right, like, what is the story you are telling? And what are these touch points of you as an artist that we can connect to as well? You know what I mean? Like, where are you from? What is your background? Like, I see a lot of sync stuff on here, which is good because it shows that you are getting it. But at the same time, it's like, I do want to see a little bit more about you as an artist. And maybe that means having two accounts. I know the two accounts thing is annoying, but maybe that means having two accounts where you kind of have a little bit of both. Or it's like, while you have all this sync stuff that's happening as well, find ways to kind of work into content more about like who you are as an artist, what you care about, what your story is, what your background is. So I think that's what it is. It is finding that balance between the two. I agree the mixture is very difficult. But I think that if you can figure it out, it's just going to make you stronger in the long run. It's going to help you in the long run as well. That's the only reason that I bring it up right now. Okay, Propanolol, Doors Open. We did listen to this the other day. And I really liked it a lot. I remember liking the song a lot, but this is the music video. So let's check out the music video too. Shot on a drone, I think. Well, this is extremely satisfying to watch. Let us know what you think in the chat. I remember loving this song when I heard it the first time, so. Super smart approach to doing this video. It matches the vibe perfectly. Let us know what you think in the chat. I really like this a lot already. If you're with us on TikTok, we all live on Twitch and YouTube, and we're watching the video over there. What's up with this salad at this lonely salad in the bottom left? Super engaging for an ADHD person. It's perfect. So much to look at once. It's great. I love this, guys. This scratches so many itches in my brain. Song reminds me of earlier 84, 85 vibes. Says Levine. Michael says, hell yeah. I need to move on in healthier ways. We got people quoting in the chat. Oh, sorry. I can't pull up the chat when I'm... Let's open it separately. I like this a lot. Videos given backroom, says Avila. Also can't wait to see that movie. Just, you know, I'm going to throw that one out there too. The Backrooms movie looks crazy as fuck. If you didn't know there was a movie coming, then we have to watch the trailer. So, I have to share this with you. I think I put this one in the playlist as well. Let's make sure. Let's just double check. It doesn't look like I did. Oh. I guess it's just dropped. Yesterday. Okay, let's put it in both playlists. This is going to be in the new music of this playlist this week as well. Video's really cool also. I think you guys did a really great job of this. Not Krispy Kremes. Oh shit. Sorry, it didn't do that in the song. It was playing in two places. I know that got a little crazy sounding for a second there. It was just playing on two different tabs. My bad. Love that one. Propanolol, Door Open by Two Hearted. They are the group. twohearted.philly. Man, look, we've heard two songs, I think, from this group. I loved them both. The video is really, really stand out for me. I think it's just so creatively done. It looks really nice. It feels really good. It's like the perfect, you know, kind of, not brain rot, but it's the perfect amount of stuff happening on screen and things that don't necessarily relate to the song, but are still really visually engaging. And I love that you use the fucking drone as well to just fly around. I because I also just in general kind of love those like droney videos, like where people fly drones and do crazy flips and tricks and shit. All right, wait, because we talked about it. And it's rare that I actually do this thing on stream, but like, I will say, like, I am so excited for this film.
I found something.
So let's just watch this 2-minute trailer together before I play the next song. Okay. I can't wait. I'm so hype on this one. It looks hella creepy.
The place. I found a place.
Guys, come on. I love a horror movie. I absolutely love a horror movie. I also love this actor. I think he's fantastic. There's not a thing I've seen him in that he hasn't been incredible in.
Hello?
I don't know how to say his name. Chiwetel Ejiofor. I probably butchered that.
Anyone there?
This shit is gonna be crazy.
Look, I know how this sounds, but you gotta understand, it's massive in there.
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
35 miles
I'm gonna come back
large.
here with proof.
Stop. Are you serious?
Yeah. Follow my lead.
Clark, what is this?
They actually made this. They physically made this.
Every night since I found the place, and I still barely scratched the surface. All right, just take it slow.
I don't care. Even if it's an urban legend, I love that. It just adds to the lore of this movie.
Oh my god.
Pull me up! What do you see?
Oh man, this is gonna be amazing.
These rooms. This place builds them. It's like a maze. It just goes on and on. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
Genuinely a nightmare.
I don't understand. What is this?
Oh guys, I'm getting chills just watching this. Not normally a big movie person, but I'd be so down. Look, I love movies. This looks so perfectly creepy.
Am I right?
Hello?
So unsettling. Everything about it is so unsettling. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. Also, I will say, just generally, A24 horror films, they don't miss, bro. They don't miss. There's not an A24 horror movie that I've seen that I have not thoroughly enjoyed. Yeah, Backrooms. That one's coming out soon. I am hyped. All right, let's keep going. Handshakes, hugs, Radicule, Money and Drugs, Sped Up. Much of My Ways joins the main single off the new EP we got coming out next Wednesday, May 27th. Congratulations. Shit ain't nothing to me. It's dropping on Bandcamp first, then on all streaming on June 9th. I love that. Hope you rock with it. Produced both ends of the track. Rapped on it and just wanted to give some real life rap for the intro off this thing. Originally from the Bronx, now in Danbury, Connecticut. What a change. What a change.
You're gonna love the way this sounds, kid.
Fucking
I guarantee
Bandcamp.
it.
I will say, I like the customization.
Hey, you already know what it is. Radicule checking in for the one time.
But I just wish
Shit
they'd
ain't nothing to
update
me,
this
man.
fucking user
Just got a couple
experience,
things to
man,
kick this
for real.
off. Sometimes I wake up and say that this life is a blessing. Sometimes I wake up puzzled, confused, and scared. Like, why the fuck the universe
Wait, this is kinda tough, though.
Confused to how I go about my days and we ain't been texting. Confused to how the older you
Wait,
get,
this is kinda tough, though.
starts to feel like a checklist. Puzzled to how I know my flaws, but I'ma still crack this bottle. I'ma get lady try
I mean, I love this version of it. I'm curious what it sounds like not sped up, but I think sped up it sounds perfect.
The problem is no excuses, but I pray on everything you don't
Radicule on Instagram.
Sometimes I don't want handshakes and hugs, I just want money and drugs. Yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Damn, son, where you find this? That's one of my favorite sounds of all time.
Thank God the crew showed me love.
You know what, man? I really enjoyed the beginning of
You're
this.
not fucking with Radicule, kid. Then you're just another bitch.
I like this a lot. I like the transition in between the two sections as well. I didn't know if I'd like it when it kind of like faded out so quickly and then there was like a bit of a gap, but I think the way you brought it back in was really good. I like this one, man. I think you did a great job on the production. I think you did a great job on the delivery. I love it sped up. Like, to me, the sped up aspect of it, just, it really, like, kind of puts the cherry on top. I'm curious if I would like it as much not sped up, but I think the sped up version is the version. So I'm glad that you decided to do that and ended up doing that with it. All right, we've only got a couple more paid skips, man. Is that a fucking ant on the wall, bro? Where do these things even come from, man? I live on the 4th floor. These ants be really just pulling up out of nowhere, bro. I wanted to pull some inspiration from Rob Banks. Bro, I just talked to him the other day for the first time. Kind of reminded me of the Volcanic Bird Enemy era, Little Ugly Man beats on the second half there. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I had a Rob Banks phone call last week, and it was my first time chatting to him, and he was such a nice guy, actually. It was like a really, really nice conversation. That's been happening a lot at work recently too, where I'm like talking to people that like I've known for a really long time, or like have been a fan of for a really long time, and then now I'm kind of like talking to them about the even shit, which is cool. So that was a cool one for me. I was like, oh shit, yeah, great job, bro. Hoover remix, DJ Breast Milk up next. Let's see. I fucking love Schoolboy, so DJ Breast Milk, I agree. It's a pretty wild name. But his beats have been really good. I can't say they're not. DJ _breast milk. AKA Napoleon Dynamite is crazy, bro. I just noticed that in your Instagram bio. Napoleon Dynamite is insane work, bro. Insane work. Yeah, this is great. I think this is probably the best remix that I've heard from you so far, because there is no keying issues at all. Great bounce to it. Great beat. What are your other AKAs? I need to know. I had one when I was a rapper on Twitter, and it was Bruno Bars for a little bit. I had a couple, though. That was just one of many. Bro, I'm fucking dead. My hat is actually from a friend of mine's production company. He makes these. Thank you, Levine. I also thought that. Not everybody agreed or got it back at the time, but I always thought it was really good. I'll show you where my hat is from in a second. This is a great. Evil Mida, what's up? Welcome to the chat. So this is my friend's production company. Yeah, you can ask some questions for sure. Breast Love is crazy. That one's so good, bro. Yeah, so he sells and makes these, but he also runs like a media production studio. I'm a big fan. His hoodies are also OD comfortable, but he makes like the perfect shaped hats. They're perfect hats. The IPI code is enough to take royalties on a blue paper. I'm gonna need you to reword that question. What do you mean? What's a blue paper? Your IPI number will get it linked to you, but you need to go do it in the account as well. About the placement? The contract about a song? I mean, do you have a publishing like entity, or like do you have an email where you can control your publishing, or like in theory the IPI is just going to deliver it to your PRO? A big placement? Technically, no. It depends on who it's with too, because like their accounting department may ask for like your direct deposit or stuff like that. But on the publishing side, you need to register the song, or have them register the song with like Sound Exchange as well, or the MLC. but no, like yes and no. There's definitely other pieces. I would encourage you to speak to an attorney about it more than me. You registered on Soundreef. Make sure you register the song from your side as well. I would definitely encourage you. There's a guy, Real Ben Lawyer, who I think you should maybe look up. He did a Q&A for us. But he works with producers a lot specifically. I'm gonna put a link to his shit in the chat. I would reach out to him or Randy Ojeda. Why the fuck do you have you asked me a question and you got the volume down? Why'd you ask me the question if you weren't gonna listen to the answer, my dude? All right, I just put 2 people in the chat for you. I don't know if you're paying attention now. Are you listening? Can you hear me? Turn your volume up. I'm gonna put you on some game real quick. Oh, the volume of the music. Okay. Okay, my bad. The volume of the music was pretty loud. I do be speaking quietly too sometimes. All right. So for you as a producer, I definitely would talk to an attorney first and foremost, especially if it's a big placement, just to make sure that things get registered properly. Motherfuckers on the management side and on the label side, they're probably going to do the bare minimum to make sure that you get paid because it's not really what they care about. So what I would encourage you to do, there's this guy, Real Ben Lawyer. He owns his own entertainment firm. He works with producers a lot. He does a great job. He's come to the community. He's done a Q&A before. He is very good at what he does. Specifically, he does a lot of stuff like this, the thing that you're talking about, to make sure that his producers are getting paid properly. If you have already signed the agreement, it's maybe a bit late, but if you have not signed your agreement yet, I would definitely go to him and talk to him about it. Similarly, if you have already signed it and you need someone to look over it and just make sure you understand it, I would also go to him. Or out of Florida, I don't know why I don't follow him, but Randy Ojeda, similar thing. He also works with a lot of producers who do a lot of hip hop stuff specifically. Both pretty good. Yeah, I didn't sign the contract. Okay, so if you didn't sign the contract already, now is the perfect time to engage with an entertainment attorney to have them look over it and make sure that you feel good about everything there. What I would be maybe mindful of is sometimes if you make it too difficult, you can lose the placement. They'll replace you, especially if you didn't produce the entire thing from start to finish. And maybe there's other producers on there and you only did like a sample or like a piece of it, right? Like that's where it can get a little bit messy. So I would be careful of being too difficult. Don't be too difficult. But at the same time, it is definitely the time to get an entertainment attorney involved if you are getting to the point of signing a production contract or a production agreement and you don't understand what's happening. I would always encourage everybody, even if it was one of my artists, like I would probably read through the contract myself, hope that I would understand it, but at the same time, I would absolutely go to an attorney at that point and be like, hey, this is what I think. Can you just verify whether or not this is the right, train of thought? And if it's not, what can we do to make this better and protect me more? So those are two like just good referrals that I would give you. Real Ben Lawyer. He makes a lot of content about this stuff too, so you might even learn what you need to learn from his content. And then Randy Ojeda. Real Randy Ojeda. I think Randy is Florida based. I believe Ben is, I'm not entirely sure where he's based, but I know he works with a lot of different people. Like, look, here he's with Too Slimy. Wow. Both very valid attorneys, though. Both of them do good work. So I would definitely reach out to somebody and just, especially in this case, and especially if there's an advance and there's points as well, like just make sure you handle your business so you're setting yourself up for success in the long term. Especially if you are taking points on the track and not taking as much of a producer advance. That was Hoover by DJ_breastmilk on Instagram. Options by Jay Shannon up next. Song dropped on Tuesday, which was on my birthday. Happy birthday to Jay Shannon. Let's get some happy birthdays in the chat. You said I could put it in your release calendar, but I could not find it. It is in the link in my bio. And I'll put it in the chat for you right now also. But happy birthday, bro. All right, this is Options by Jay Shannon. Let us know what you think of the chat. Sounds almost identical to a beat that I made once. I don't think it is, for what it's worth.
Tell that bitch to come and vibe with me. I'm trying to get her chill. I want blues all in my pocket, nigga. Working for me. If I got it, then you got it, nigga. Know that I ain't trim. I'm trying to stack that shit so tall, nigga. Mean about the rim. Them boys switch sides just like some hot scotch. His hoe got mop talk.
I can't do that, I'm getting trapped. Smoking those you can't open your legs, I couldn't bear them. But the margin got me stressing, bitch, I wish I never met them. We was vibing and we 90 me AP for those who watching me.
This is solid, bro. Definitely saving this one. I think this is probably one of the better songs that I've heard from you as well, just from a delivery standpoint, from a structure standpoint. Very good commercial sound overall. J.Demartian on Instagram. If you're rocking with us, make sure you go follow as well. Yeah, solid work, solid work. Alright, we did not get through as many songs as usual today. We got about like 20 minutes left. We're gonna try and get through a couple more and do a free skip section here. Don't hope, bro. Don't hope. This is why you get an attorney, so that it will be a good deal. Whenever it comes to contracts or anything like that, I definitely would encourage getting an attorney. It's worth the cost.
I might last a minute. Fuck it, I'm up a minute. I'ma go lick it up. I'ma go dumb in it. Make some love in it. I'ma get tongue twisted. Girl, I'm in your city. Girl, what you with? I'm with it. 2 a.m. and I'm tripping. Liquor all in my kidneys. Pussy bad in the motherfucker. Pussy juicy than a motherfucker. Ain't gon' lie, I want a handcuff. Hold tight with no damn rubber. Get her ass on my head, butter. All the neighbors, they gon' hear you coming. Where you going, where you keep running? Like I'm counting money, I'ma keep them. She's a very freaky girl. Yeah, I think she get it from her mama, I don't know. But she's a very freaky girl. And I'm a 6. I'm a 6, 6, 6, 6, fiend, 6, 6, 6. I'm a 6, fiend, 6, 6, 6, 6, fiend. Yeah, yeah. In the morning, in the evening, on a Monday, on a weekend.
Wait, this is not even what we're listening to right now. Sorry, I got distracted by a Slack message. that was Taylor Bennett. I was just vibing out to that for a second. All right, Levine, Ariel, Lord Blood in the description, lyrics underneath. Up to you whether you read all that. I don't remember if I submitted this year already, so I apologize if I have. My favorite part is towards the end of the track, but I don't blame you if you want to make it that. Okay, cool. Let's listen to it. I don't even know if we have, to be honest. All right, this is Ariel by Levine. Let us know what you think in the chat. There's like a whole, there is lore to this. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. We're going to get into free skips in a minute.
You leave what you don't for the next in the line. Supplies run short in the rear view, but your ground so easy on promise time. But the kid all the time, and here comes back when you're gone too long to miss me back. And I know that now, I know that now. Never wait again. When spills so strong in a weekend, dance in the room, can't expect me again. I know that now, I know that now. Never wait again.
I think if I did have feedback on this one, it would definitely be just to get the vocals up and be a little bit more present in the mix overall. It does feel like they get a little bit buried.
time when grief sneaks up in the rear view. Speed it up, cause it's really your problem this time.
I like the way this does develop, though. It just like builds from a production standpoint. A little chaotic, but like in a way that catches the attention. I will say it's maybe a lot of words, just considering how long the song is too. It kind of feels like maybe the lack of clarity in the vocal doesn't really necessarily help the vocal stand out quite as much. And because it's like 6 minutes long and there is a lot of words, I feel like that's maybe where it's a bigger issue, is like there is a lot happening. The vocals don't really stand out the way that I would personally like them to, especially on such a vocal heavy song with so many words. So that's maybe the only thing that I could really say is like, I wish there was a little bit more clarity in the vocal, especially because there is so much of the vocal being a key piece of the composition of the song overall. I don't want to just say louder, because I don't think just louder is really the fix necessarily. Yeah, I don't know if it's just louder, you know. I think it's more just about finding the balance. I don't know if the balance is quite there yet, and that's probably the thing that I like. It maybe needs a little bit more of just that balance between instrumental and vocal. But yeah, I don't want to just say volume, because I don't know that that fixes it. I really love the production, though. I like the way it progresses. I think there's a lot of good things in this. I think, yeah, it's just it's the balance between vocal and production for me that probably needs the biggest, just kind of like eyes on it to make sure that it flows properly. That's probably the only thing that I really point to. Levine 3Es on Instagram. If you're rocking with that, make sure you go follow. All right, let's do a couple free skips. If there's anybody in the chat that's trying to get bumped up for free, let me know. If not, we'll do a couple random ones, and then I'm going to hop off. So I got to go back to work and make sure that I'm doing that stuff. All right, cool. Oh, we got an unreleased song from Vera to play. Fuck yeah, why not? I love this one. I'm biased, so I don't really have much feedback. I just love this song. This is one of my management clients, and I do like this one a lot. This is one of my favorite songs that I think we've done so far. Shout out to Kristen who wrote this.
French kiss you in Paris, buy you a drink at the bar. I'll take you home to my parents. I can show you the scars from
also going to open up submissions for Monday's stream as well, just while we're here. Could be my girlfriend. I'll call you my girl. And you could be my girlfriend. You could be my girl. Gonna chase you in circles around the grocery store. You say I love you, I'll say, babe, I love you more. Oh, it's a crime, thinks he's cool, but he's not. Matter of time. What's up, Charles? I'll show you off, and you could be my girlfriend. This is one of my management clients, yeah. Send me it. Charles, we're like right at the end of the stream, but if you want to submit something, you can. Could be my girlfriend. You could be my girl. Pictures in my wall. Spend the weekend with your mom. Put your name inside a heart. We will never be apart. Alright, submissions for Monday's stream are also open now if you want to submit. Come on. Yes or no. Be my girlfriend, let her know. If you are looking for songwriter to work with, KR0NN is the writer of that song. The artist name, his middle name is Vera, or just Vera, but middle name is Vera on social as well. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. Let's do another free skip. Let's see what we get, man. We're finna spin the wheel a little bit. If you do want to do a paid skip, you can. Just let me know if you do that, and we'll make sure we get you pulled up. But if not, all right, Dead Metronome, we're going to play yours after this, okay? This is Grieve by Komai. Let us know what you think in the chat.
In a minute, take my first step of the day to something I can't explain. So
Man, I love Komai's music. It's so like, it's just so free. There's something really free about it that I always really liked. It's like abstract, but in the best ways.
I've been dreaming of the day where I can see you again. It's been a minute, I miss your voice, the way you laugh. Now all I do is pretend. I don't worry about it.
Well, I'll check them out for sure. Yeah, Loose but Still a Groove. I agree. It's like abstract, but it still has structure to it, and I just think it's so amazing. Dude's such a good musician, honestly. I think this every time I listen to his music. I don't always, but I think Komai is a standout for me and somebody who does kind of get my attention every time. It's just, it's so like, it feels so good, you know? There's just something about the way it feels. Komai.wave on Instagram. If you rock with us, make sure you go follow. Amazing. Amazing work. All right, this is probably the last one. In all honesty, I'll probably hop off after this. But this is Departure by Dead Metronome. This is one of our last free skips of the night. Let us know what you think in the chat. Let's check it out. Oh, drum and bass. Come on. This was the energy I needed at the end of the stream. Oh, cool. Really, really cool. It's like drum and bass in the drums, but in the instrumentation, it doesn't really feel as like aggressive drum and bass, which are kind of nice. I kind of like. Dead.metronome on Instagram. Already following. That bass line is so full. It feels really good. I'm really not mad about this bass line at all. This is very fun. I like this a lot. The chord progression and just the melodic progression in general is like really top tier. I like how on each new bar the bass almost feels a little wider because of the hit. Yeah, I really like this a lot. Oh shit. This is really closer to jazz than drum and bass. It actually reminds me of Corto Alto a little bit, who I've been listening to a lot recently. This is tough. I really like this a lot. Vocal hit is adding a lot of atmosphere. Every single piece of this feels good. I like every layer of this a lot. The strings. Hey, this is kind of perfect, man. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Amazing work. Again, dead.metronome on Instagram. If you're rocking with us, make sure you go follow. That was beautiful work. Incredibly well composed. I loved it. It just kept developing. You know what I mean? This section right here in the middle around like the 116 mark, like to the 128 mark where the rhythm changed up and the bass line was kind of good just going. Such a nice touch. But then everything just progressed perfectly. This whole section right here is so good. And then the way it just effortlessly went back into like the up-tempo drum and bass production, like amazing work. 10 out of 10. I'm going to listen to that a lot, many more times. Many more times. That's going to get listened to many, many more times. Let's do one. Fuck it. Let's do one more free skip and then we'll get out of here. Might as well end on a high. Emmanuel, Where You Go, intro. This is Christina inspired. I want to make it the intro to my EP. Let me know what you think. All right, let's check it out. After this, I am out of here, so make sure if you want to tap in, we'll be back on Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The schedule may change in the near future, just with work, so we'll see. Make sure you join the Discord. I agree. It felt really, really good. This is not the right socials for this artist. Emmanuel, I wish you would make yourself known also. Oh. 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 This is a great intro track also for a project. Great work. All right, guys. Solid stream. I yapped a little bit more than I usually do tonight, but I think it was valid. We had some good questions. We had some good conversations. We are back. Huh? Some weird's happening there. We are back from 6 to 8 on Monday, so make sure you tap in. Let me just get some music going. Yeah, I had a good time. Going into the weekend, we've got a big release coming up at work tonight, so I'll be working on that. And then tomorrow, some more meetings and some more just outside stuff. But have a great weekend, everybody. Yeah, W Yap Sesh. We're back on Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Peace.
You ain't even really gotta tell me that it's real. Rather how you show me, give me something I can feel. I don't know about you, but I need something I can vibe to. Rhoda would have phoned me, tell me, are you down to ride too? Have you pull up on me, take the demons from inside you. Come here, pretty baby, let me show you what this side do. Gemini dreams, yeah, Gemini dreams. Come and fuck with me, I'ma make you my favorite.
Show me, look, you ain't doing nothing but saying a lot. Shit not a game, you playing around. Do all them things you saying you bout. Well, at least you was saying it. Wearing the hat, everything cap, but you be the main one complaining. Look in the mirror and face it. Yeah. When everything isn't so funny no more. When you asked out, nowhere to go. Walking pants down, pity the bro. Niggas act like they didn't know. I see you reading the room, trying to find someone you cool with. Yeah, everything ass, and these niggas softer than cool with. Right, missing the past, when you had a chance and ain't do shit. We was once in the same boat. Now I got a cruise ship, none of it really made no sense. You green and your close friends, walking, talking, front and back. I been that nigga on both ends. Yeah.
I've been outside all my life and I swear I ain't never seen nothing like this. Pink sky getting fried with a vibe, tryna find me a way, get her back to the crib. Hey, 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 let me see. 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 I've been outside all my life and I swear I ain't never seen nothing like this. Pink sky getting fried with a vibe, tryna find me a way, get her back to the crib. Like the way I walk IG, don't wanna talk to your friend. Not about where you going, where you been. Not now, then when. Hey, 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 let me see. Hey, 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 let me see. I haven't been here before, don't know which way I'm going. Trying not to get lost, hoping you could show me. Hey, 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 let me see. 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 To the right, hey, I've been looking for the shawty all night. On the left, hey, to the right, hey, I've been looking for the shawty all night.
Where you been, my nigga? How you feel, my nigga?
I've been in a rough here lately. Growing pains, but I never sweat cause the flow fresher than some Colgate. Tryna make ways for the family, tryna take me a truck like a major pain. It feel like this game is a cave, I chisel away, tryna find me a way in. It all don't show on the surface, I can't lie, my pockets been hurting. And I'm hoping these L's can turn to some zeros to make sure my future is certain. Or at least concern me a purpose. In need of the plot of this searching, I watch for the serpent. And that's less of a physical being and more of a spiritual thing. You know what I mean, law of averages, can't fathom, yeah. Even with odds against me, but still I'm winning. Tie no catch, I tell climbing, Lord knows I'm with it. Still I'm with it. Dreidel shit like the boys on the block to the booth, y'all know I'm spinning. My nigga, let's get it. Okay. I don't do plays to the commies. Straight up down, need no context. I pray my name get framed with the grace front page like a table of contents. Take flight like Jordan, no Scotty. One look at my stride, you'll see that I'm pivoting. Lord Almighty, why they try me?